Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode in what I hope will be a long series of The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. My name is Lachlan, and this is the beginning of my channel, Lachlan Plays. Let's get started, shall we? We'll be rolling as Isaac today, since he has the D6, and we'll just be seeing how far we can get. First off, we have one of these guys. Not a problem whatsoever. Now, ooh, Mum's Pearl, not a bad way to start a match. This channel will feature a lot of gaming videos and Let's Plays from some of my favorite games and some games that will be coming out eventually. I'm going to start off with The Binding of Isaac and possibly do a couple other roguelike games like Dungeons of Dreadmore and Teleglitch, and some of my favorites like Final Fantasy VIII and Borderlands 2. Now, with The Binding of Isaac, I'll be playing this until I achieve the Dark Boy achievement, which is the last one I need before Platinum God. And then we'll probably just keep playing it anyway, since I love this game. I'm about 300 hours in now, and it still hasn't gotten old. We have our first treasure room now, and it is 5 poison bombs, which I will re-roll since we're looking for passives and damage ups. Mum's Bottle of Pills isn't that, but we'll see what we get. Bad gas. Had that happen to me once, wasn't great. And onwards we go. Yeah, hoping to do videos probably daily. I got another pill here. Tears up. Yep, not too bad. Yeah, hoping to do videos daily here and hoping to get them to as many people as I can. These jumping spiders, bit of a pain in the butt, since they have a tendency to do that. Overjump and kick my ass. We also have our first boss room, and we won't get a charge for our D6 here, but that's alright. We will leave that key there for the moment, and we will fight the Widow. Shouldn't be a problem, but then again, with the giant spiders jumping everywhere, I tend to have a problem with misjudging where they jump, which is especially a pain in the later levels when I am trying to do the Necropolis levels without damage. The Widow here, proving to be a minor annoyance. Nothing too bad. Still lost a bit of health. Not happy about that. Spawning a lot of spider nubs. Almost took some damage there, but shouldn't be an issue. There we go. He's gone. I took some stupid damage there from a tiny spider. And my cat is eating my yogurt, which is bad for everybody. And we have the pageant boy here, which we will take because we need the money. Not even a dime in there. We must have won 3rd place. And we will go back and re-roll Mum's pill bottle. My cat also making the worst time to jump on top of my computer and almost hit my reset button. I would cry. Bloody Lost. Always a fantastic upgrade. Now we're rolling basically as Cain. Oh, sorry, not Cain, Samson. What am I talking about? And we'll head on down to the next level. We'll leave that key there since I just want to hold onto a bomb. In fact, we will use that bomb for a secret room. Hopefully it will be right here, as they have a tendency to spawn close to the first room we landed, but I was wrong today. Which is a damn shame, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Easy come, easy go. And we'll head on down to the next level. And we're on basement 2. Not doing too bad. Would like some Spirit Heart drops from Mum's Pearl, but we'll get rid of all this fire. And we'll see what pops up. Oh, we also left that red heart on the first floor because I am an idiot. But it shouldn't be that big of a problem. We won't get challenge rooms this floor, which is a shame, but, you know. These guys making their first appearance of the game. Not an issue. Not even the flies that fire double. So, nothing to complain about. Got a key there, which we'll use to go to our treasure room, which is right here. We also have the boss room right off the bat. Or almost right off the bat. And we will be taking him out after we go to the treasure room. Took some super damage there. I guess you can guess what I've been watching, since there's stupid damage quotes everywhere. And got a bit of a Northern Line style going on. Which, you know, considering how many of his videos I've watched, should probably be apparent. And the hourglass, we'll take that just to get it out of the rotation, since we want to get as many items as we can re-rolled with the D6 until we get passives and damage ups and all that stuff. We should have... nah, we'll take this room, we'll re-roll treasure room just to see what we can get, and then we'll go do the boss fight, hopefully, or after we get some more charges for our D6. Body lost, finally starting to pay off here. These guys, not a problem. Got our D6 charged. And we'll head on back to re-roll the hourglass. And we have PhD, which we will definitely take since it's a full health as well. And we will get better pills that will be identified. So we'll get 2 charges for our D6 here, and we'll head on up to our boss. Hopefully, so we will have a charge for the devil room. Got a blue rock here as well, but we have no bombs at the moment. Not super big an issue, since we got an arcade here as well, and our pageant boy may just pay off here. We also have a chest, which gave us 2 coins and a bomb, which we'll use right here. And a gold chest, which I am feeling lucky about, so we will open it. And that certainly paid off. Now we will head into our torture room here, since we have an extra heart lying around, and we get 2 spiders. Bad draw. But, you know, that's life. Take our red heart and head on down to the floors we haven't done yet. Or the level of the rooms we haven't done yet, sorry. So yeah, might do another couple of videos today. And thinking about Dungeons of Dreadmore today. Maybe even some Borderlands 2 if I can figure out how to do it properly. Also thinking about appealing to a wider audience and getting some Black Ops 2 in there as well. Because I do quite enjoy that game, and I do play with a little bit of a different playstyle, and I set my class up to be a little bit weird. I usually run with a burst fire pistol just for kicks. We will head into the shop here since we have the cash for it, and I'm sure we can find another key at some point. And we have Mum's Trinket Purse, which is always a fantastic upgrade since we'll be able to hold Mum's Pearl and eventually the Polaroid if we get, well, when we get that far. Unlike my match yesterday I had where I died in Necropolis 2, I think it is. Or the Mum level at least. I found our secret room here with Unicorn Horn, which we will take to get out of the rotation, and we will go and do our boss fight. Since we will get a charge for our D6 from the boss fight, we will have a roll ready for whatever we acquire, or the Devil Room deals. And we're up against Larry Jr. Shouldn't be an issue. Gotta drop in a couple of frames there. That must be fraps. Still trying to work out the best situation for recording here, since I'm a little bit new to this. Also, might do a couple of levels of Teleglitch today, since I really enjoy that game, and I'm going to go pick up the full version off Sura, or the Teleglitch website, I can't remember. Got Pac-Man there, which is always a shame. I got ahead of myself with my words and my playing. That's one down, one to go. And he jumped over the rock there, which I think was a little bit cheap. Trying to embarrass me on the first episode of this hopefully long Binding of Isaac series. And we get a range upgrade, which, considering our range, we'll reroll for the crate. And we did get hit by that bomb there, which infuriates me, considering we just got a Spirit Heart. But we do have the PhD, so this pill will eventually tell us what it is, and it's a Tears Up, which we'll certainly take. And the Chariot, which we will hold on to for just a little while. And we may use some of our hearts here, some of our money here, to get some hearts from the arcade, since we want challenge rooms to spawn on the next floor. And our arcade. And let's see how we go. Worst comes to worst, I'll end up blowing up that blood machine. Would like to pump some coins into the fortune teller, but alas, I don't think we can, since I want to save all of my coins for this guy and his red hearts, which we will hopefully get here. I'm feeling lucky! I was unlucky, which is a damn shame. But we will use our chariot card here. Get the blood bag, which is fine by me. And we will blow up this, because I'm hoping for a spirit heart. A pill instead, which is the tears up. We are having some good luck here. A little bit unconventional, but it gets the job done. Let's head on down to the next floor. Loot the fish head there, and the push pin as well, since Mum's Pearl is far more valuable, and we have Catacombs 1. Some double spiders, which are a pain in the butt. Hopefully we don't get taken out here. There's Bloody Lust playing into it. I'm glad we picked that up. Bit of an insurance policy. But it'll be good against bosses that spawn a lot of enemies. The greed heads here, one of my least favorite enemies. But still not proving to be that huge of an issue today. Sometimes they have their bad days. Especially those full greed bodies that are hanging from the rope and have a fly protecting them. Took some damage there. Unfortunately, fortunately, we have no coins to lose. And we've got a key here, which will help us get to our treasure room and our shop on this floor if we get the cash. If that is a possibility. Playing hide and seek with the spider here, but we'll get it done. We will do our boss fight here, just because... No! Ah! And we will do our boss fight here, and it's the Blighted Ovum, since we do have a charge. And we got Pinky Eye paying out nicely here, doing intense amounts of damage. And that was an easy fight. We will take our speed upgrade, and we will go find our treasure room. Flies here, not proving to be a problem. Usually like to leave them alone, since I'm a bit of a pacifist in real life. Well, I did try to kill a dude once, in Reno, just to watch him die. But that's another story for another video. That got dark. Gotta remember not to do that next time. Alright, we will use a bomb here, just to see what we get. Hopefully some red hearts. But bombs will do just as well. We will check out our torture room here, since we have a charge for our D6. And we get 2 troll bombs. There goes our luck again. Nope, got nothing to do with that one. Can make it pop. But I'm kind of concerned about our health situation at the moment. Worst comes to worst, we will pop that gold chest. But this is a annoying room for us. Hopefully, if worst comes to worst and I do get blown up, we will blow up that blue rock with it. Yep, not too bad. Still came out ahead on the health situation. And a bomb and a key for our trolls. So we will check out the treasure room here. And we get X-ray specs, which is one of my favorite items, since we now, most of the time, do not need bombs. And my OCD kicks in, and I need to destroy that poop. Ooh, get a red heart out of it too. That's what I get for being diligent. We will leave the shop there, and we'll begin our search for the secret rooms, which we have found one here, which we get 9 coins, which is always welcome. Our tiers are looking pretty good. And another red heart. I am extremely happy about that. We will take out this, because I am feeling lucky again. Since our luck is a little unconventional at the moment, I'm guessing that this will pay off. Come on. Ah, that sucks. I do not like the magician at all. But, you know, easy come, easy go. There's our super secret room. Thank you, X-ray specs. And a fortune teller machine, which we will pump some coins into since we do have Mum's trinket first. That is a bicycle card. Ooh, the Joker. This is fantastic. We will use that eventually. I'm going to pump some more coins into this. Since we do have a charge for our D6, this could be game-changing. Hopefully we get Spirit of the Night. We are not going to mess with a pick. Even though we do have Mum's trinket purse. which is a good insurance policy if we accidentally run over it. And hopefully that won't happen. Another Spirit Heart for our troubles. This is certainly paying out. And another Spirit Heart. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Flat Penny. It is far too close to the tick for me to pick up, even though I would like the keys. And we will blow up the Fortune Teller machine, hopefully for a couple of coins or another Spirit Heart. But a bomb and a key will do just as well. We will pop the Joker card here and see what we get. Guppy's Paw and Demon Baby. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to buy Guppy's Paw. And I am going to use it once. And then I'm going to reroll Demon Baby for Book of Sin and Spirit of the Night, which I believe was a fantastic decision. And we will leave Book of Sin there because screw that shit. And we will head on down to the next floor. Excuse me. And yes, we are now heading down to quite possibly Catacombs 2, I think it is. I'll just take a sip of my water. And we're back with Catacombs 2 and a secret room right off the bat. With 7 cents. Isn't that life-affirming? Hopefully we will get, a Spirit Heart. Mom's Pearl, I think, finally paying off. And we will head north, because why not? We made the wrong decision. Greed heads, not too big of a problem when you can fly, but still something to be worried about. Don't want to lose all our Spirit Hearts that we acquired from Guppy's Paw and just recently in that fire in the secret room. Greed heads, not a problem. Got a key for our troubles. And gishes for the first time in the game. Not too big of an issue. Much better than those red meat sacks that I see far too often and that I take far too much damage from. More greed heads, since we have probably done something wrong by acquiring so much cash. Greed is punishing us, and we'll probably meet him in the shop. Also got our treasure room here, and a gauntlet room, or challenge room rather. Depends on the terminology you like to use and the videos that you watch. Also, next to that, we have a blue rock, which we will be blowing up, hopefully for some Spirit Hearts. And a key. Everything is coming up Millhouse. So we'll check out our treasure room here, and we'll get Sacrificial Dagger, which is one of my favorite items, especially in conjunction with the second level Meat Boy and Guardian Angel. Gauntlet room, we have the compass, which we will certainly take. And we also take some stupid damage. There we go. These guys spawn some flies, get our bloody lust up. I'm liking our situation and our chances at the moment. Health-wise, I think we could have a couple more Spirit Hearts, but other than that, I cannot complain. These guys, always a sore spot for me. But not today. Much prefer their red, less bony counterparts, since I can take them out immediately. Compass showing that we are on a fairly large level today, and I accidentally pressed the space button on my keyboard, which infuriates me. But I don't think we'll have much to re-roll for the rest of the level. I'm sure we can get another charge. We will head to the boss fight, just to get out of the way. And then quite possibly up to the shop if we can gain 5 more coins. And definitely the torture room, since I've had decent luck there before. These guys proving to be rather tanky. And a troll bomb there. Now we're up against Peep today, which shouldn't be too big of an issue considering we have Spirit of the Night, Special Tears, and Flying. We also have a Blue Rock. This will be an easy fight, but we will have to look out for when Peep's eyes pop out, just like that. I am enjoying Pinky Eye, which is one of the trinkets that I don't usually appreciate. I'd never really found the time for 10% of Poison Tears, but it seems to be doing a fairly decent job today. There's our first damage from one of Peeper's eyes. Hopefully we'll also get a deal with the devil after this, and God, I don't know what for. We're doing fairly well. Hopefully we will get something like Brimstone or Mum's Knife. Did get a deal with the devil here, and we will take the health upgrade, since we will be able to trade that for a deal with the devil. We'll also take whatever we get from this, Spirit Heart, not shabby. And we will leave the Forget-Me-Not, and we will quite possibly take the Mark. And we also got a dime there, which didn't click till a second ago. So we'll take the Mark, got our damage up, and we will re-roll the Forget-Me-Not for the Pact. Now the Pact and the Mark are a fantastic upgrade. I quite enjoy having both of those, since our fire rate is now rather large. So not doing too bad, just especially for the Catacombs too. I don't see us having a problem till at least the Cathedral. These guys are making their first appearance. There we go. Dodging's getting a little bit more hectic now. Got a couple of coins too, which means we will be able to hit the shop today. Hopefully for the Nun's Habit, which I think is damn near essential if you want to be rolling stuff in the late game. And just for maximizing your efficiency, especially if you get the D20. Greed heads, not a problem. A pill, which tears up, which I think was red and white before, but is now turned to white. I don't know if that's a side effect of the PhD, or I don't know. Spiders here with a large amount, which usually proves to be a problem. Yes, it proved to be a problem today as well. And flying paying off there, even though we could walk diagonally through the spikes. Judgment, which I am quite happy to see. And a red chest. I'm feeling lucky. I was lucky. Thank you, X-Ray Specs. We will check out the shop first. And for greed, which I should have known, considering that I mentioned it earlier. Not proven to be a problem though, considering we have a large amount of damage and occasional poison tears. Also walked out of there with more coins than we started with, so it wasn't so much a bad decision. Spider Nubs, this is a bad room for you, considering there's a lot of spikes, and I can fly. And getting there for half damage, and we get a deal with the devil, which we've already taken. So we'll head back over to Judgment and pay him until he pays out, since he is poor and I am not, unlike real life. And he will give us... Pay out, you fucker! Temperance, which is always pleasant. You can use that later on. And a health upgrade, which we will leverage into a deal with the devil later on. Now we'll head on down to the next floor. Take a shortcut through the secret room. That's one of the overlooked things about X-Ray Specs. You can take shortcuts. And we will leave that half-heart, even though we do have a temperance card. I think we can make better use of it later. And I'll just take a sip of my water. Alright, Necropolis 1. Now, looks to be a rather large level. We will head to the shop first, since I think it is closer. Or will be closer. Got our secret room up there as well. X-Ray Specs paying off again. And a Spirit Heart for our troubles. And 9 coins. Not a bad haul in the slightest. And that fire is on my mind, and I have to take it out, even though I do have Spectral Tears. Not proving to be too difficult, unlike usual, because our fire rate is very large. Almost took some stupid damage there. Took some stupid damage there. And again. And again. Oh, good lord. Don't deal with that room well. We will re-roll this for the ladder, which is completely useless to us. We'll take this tarot card, which is the devil. Not bad. We will hold on to it for now. And we'll head on over to our treasure room, hopefully. And we will go this way, just to get some rooms going. not doing too great today with the dodging. Might be because I'm incredibly hungover. And a chest that we can get because we can fly. Still working on the commentary, trying to think of things to say. It's a skill you gotta develop. I feel as though I watch enough to get started, and just thought I'd do it for fun. This room again, not too hard. We'll probably take some damage here since there is a lot going on. Yep, and I'm a little bit too quick for what I like to be. God knows how I've made it to this point in my achievements already, where I'm one away from Platinum God. And these guys, not a problem. We got our treasure room and an Eternal Heart, which we will take after the boss, because I will surely lose it. Actually, considering the amount of Spirit Hearts I have, probably wouldn't lose it. But, just, you know, gotta play it safe. And I used my Devil card instead of pressing space. We got a High Priestess card instead. And we'll reroll the deck of cards for Telepathy for Dummies, which is terrible, but if we use it, or if we pick it up, we can take it out of the rotation and make us one step closer to using the library for 2 items instead of books. So once you take all the books out of the rotation, it starts spawning items. Gauntlet room here for a brown chest we will not take. I will leave that. Actually, no, I will fight that mini-boss. Ultra Pride. We will use that because screw Ultra Pride. And screw the way that he vomits up green goop all over the floor. You know how hard that is to clean? Left hand has appeared in the basement. That doesn't seem right, considering that I definitely unlocked the left hand before. Something's glitched up there. We will leave that for the time being, because actually we'll take it. We'll replace Pinky Eye, because I want some red chests. And considering I've already had Guppy's Paw, hopefully we'll get 2 more Guppy items and we'll start spawning flies. Headless Horseman, or the head of the Headless Horseman here. Being an asshole as usual. Did manage to get away without taking any damage, and we get a pill here, which we will identify as a health up. So we'll get 2 health ups this floor if we don't get a health down from somewhere. And we'll hopefully be able to convert a lot of that into deals with the devil. Hearts and masks, not a problem when you can fly and have spectral tears. Feeling fairly good about our chances at the moment. I don't foresee anything up to the cathedral being a problem. And hopefully we'll get some awesome re-rolling in. Oh, we're going to get lots of health upgrades. No, we're not going to get lots of health upgrades. We'll get 1 health upgrade from both of those white hearts. So we'll definitely head back up there and grab our health upgrade immediately. Hopefully not taking any stupid damage and losing it on the way. But it wouldn't be too much of a problem. We will also re-roll Telepathy for Dummies. Can't remember if I already took it out of the rotation. But we get the Razor Blade, or Razor Blade, which we will also take out of the rotation since it is not what I want to take. And we will get rid of this room down here, and we'll head on up to our boss fight. I've had a bad string of bosses lately on Necropolis 1. I had the Carrion Queen, I had the Mask of Infamy lately. So, hoping for an easier boss. But, you know, it'll be what it'll be. But it'll probably be the bloke. Just because I said that. And because I'm recording, and the troll engine wants to humiliate me. Dropped a couple of frames there, but, you know. Gotta upgrade my computer. It's starting to get a little old. If there's one thing I know, it's upgrading computers. Been doing that for a while now. Built my own rig. Beautiful thing. When it was new, it was beautiful. Now my cat sleeps on the vents on the top. As much as I dislike that. Flies there. Proven to be a tiny bit tanky. Blast assists. Also not a problem. Took me forever to figure out that these guys are actually bosses. Well, technically. Especially in the early floors when all you see is the little bouncing worms. We will hit our boss fight here. Which is the Wretched. Not a hard boss, kind of fast. And does spawn those spiders that I hate. but we are tearing through him here. Did take some stupid damage, and those spiders will be a problem eventually, but Sacrificial Dagger, if we do get hit, will probably take them out for me. And Wretched, not a problem. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully deal with the devil. No, we get a range upgrade. It's like a kick in the nuts. Health upgrade will do. We have got a lot of health upgrades this level. And we will check out this room. And we will leave the Razor Blade since we haven't got another reroll. And we'll also leave the shop item. Come on, deal with the devil. Spirit Heart will do. And we will head on down to Necropolis 2. Alright, secret room right off the bat. Treasure room and a sword, the bloody gauntlet room as well, which is fantastic for us. We also have an arcade, which means we can get rid of our red hearts and actually go in there. This room shouldn't be a problem since we can fly, but they do have a tendency to overwhelm me, just like that, hoping to get away with that one, but weren't quite quick enough. And we'll see what's in our treasure room, and it's Forever Alone. We will take that since I do enjoy Forever Alone and has saved me in some points. I have killed the Carrion Queen with Forever Alone before, which was a bit of a trek, but I got it done. Especially since I couldn't hit her back since I was too slow. Got a couple of speed down pills in that run. And a couple of bombs for our troubles. Leave that for now. We will probably come back for it, especially after we get the... Oh, take away all our health to get into that gauntlet room. Since that gauntlet room will have a guaranteed item in it, since it's got the red blood on the sword. Shouldn't have taken that red heart. That should have left it on the floor. Another room, which we will probably get overwhelmed with, just because I am not the sharpest this morning, since I went out last night and saw a couple of bands. For anybody interested, it was Action Bronson. And our arcade, which we will take away all our health with, or at least down to half red heart, hopefully for a blood bag as well. And ask and ye shall receive. Now I'm wishing I had that Temperance card, because I would still like to get into that room. We will save the blood bag for now, since it's also a... I don't know if it's a full health. I think it'll give you 6.5 hearts, which is usually enough to get you back to full health. We will, however, spend some money here. Hopefully get some fly love, since the flies are proving to be a little bit of an issue for me at the moment. Come on, baby, I'm feeling lucky! I was unlucky! Give me some keys. I think this game has given me a gambling problem. I mean, 300 hours in, and I just can't stop gambling. I gotta have my next item room. It's just like Civ 5, and it's one more turn thing. It's ruining my life! Actually, it's made my life exponentially better. I love this game so much. We will need some fly love. But yes, this started this series actually as an intro to a series I would like to do on the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is Edmund McMillan's next game, which I think is... It's probably... I would probably say it's a sequel, but just to get the game out of Flash, which tends to be a bit of... Oh, it's not really designed for this level of... I want to say detail, but just the sheer amount of items, and it's just not optimized for this sort of thing. But coding it, I think it was... Oh, I can't remember the coding language. I will probably figure it out eventually. Could be C++, I don't know. But that will make the next game run a lot smoother and just in general better. And I am extremely excited for it. We've also got a gold key here, which we'll use to get into our shop and whatever chests that we need to get into. Yeah, hoping to do a long series on that, hopefully until I get all the achievements, which I think will be a tradition for me, since I love to do stuff like that, and I just love video games in general. Forever Alone helping out there. And I don't think our Gauntlet room is going to be a possibility on this run. Spirit Heart. Yeah, always nice. I think we will, in fact, take that blood bag before we leave here. And we have our fire lob just in time. And we'll head on out of here, since I don't like to gamble a lot on videos. That speed up is nice, though. We are now moving at a fairly quick gait. And we'll head on down. We will probably take out that mini-boss as well, just because I feel as though we are certainly powerful enough. And we've got our Blue Larry Juniors here, which I think got the Spirit Heart. Yes, that was right. And a key for our troubles. We will head west here, and to see the Leapers for the first time in the game. My least favorite enemy, especially since they have the ability to jump on gaps. I knew we were going to take damage there, especially from that turret, or the two turrets. I only just realized there was two of them. Been trying to time my actions appropriately, but hasn't been working out nicely. Got a coin for our troubles, and we find some human popcorn, or fly spawners, or whatever I'd like to say. Rage will probably help us here, or Bloody Lust, rather. And we'll head into the shop for the blue candle, which I will leave and re-roll for the Steam sale, which we will not take since there is going to be no more shops. And we will take a Spirit Heart, because we are rolling in dosh. And we'll head off to, I think, our super secret room, which I skipped over, for Blue Baby's Soul, which I will leave for now since I have no familiars. This is a strange room. Used Sacrificial Dagger there. Some fly spawners. Not too bad. Got a red one here, which is strange, I suppose. We are ripping through enemies here with our fire rate, which I'm really enjoying. Since I usually don't get a lot of rounds that have super high fire rate. I would like some cancer though, especially since we have Mum's trinket purse. But that's not something you say every day. I would really like some cancer. Super. Was it Ultra Pride, I think it was? Ah, took some damage. Proving not to be too much of a problem. Got a Justice card here, which we will pop. We'll leave the hearts here, since I'm sure we'll take some damage on Mum, but that doesn't really matter considering that we won't be able to leave the fight afterwards unless we had a telepills or something to that degree. This is one of my favorite rooms, especially since we have a nickel in the middle. And we can fly. And a bomb. And the slimy brains making their first appearance, and my first damage against them. Getting rather close there. These dudes again. Took some stupid damage from their speed up. Or maybe it's just because I'm bad at this game. Red chest. Double Spirit Hearts. So I must be doing something right. That'll be the left hand paying off right there. And we're up against Mum already. Red Mum, which usually isn't a problem. Not my finest day today. Would like to remind you that I am hungover as balls. Had a big night in town last night. Drank a lot of cider. Made a lot of friends. But stories for another time. Might start a blog if anybody is interested. Probably will get a Twitter account, even though I don't know how I feel about Twitter. I do know how I feel about taking damage from Red Mum, which really shouldn't be a problem considering we can get her into a loop like this. Not doing enough damage for me to be happy about. But then again, my kind of enough damage is one-hitting most enemies. And coming up to the twilight hour of this fight, and we get our Polaroid finally. And we'll stick with Mum's Pearl as well, since I do like the Spirit Heart drops. We'll take our Magic 8 Ball, since it's tears up, and our Temperance card, which we will hold on to just for the minute, and we'll head on down to the next floor. And I'll just take a sip of my water. That's good water. Do need some coffee though. Lifeblood of creativity. If anyone can tell me where that's from, they'll win a prize of some description. my love and respect. Larry Jr.'s proving not to be an issue, especially with our huge tiers, well, not huge tiers, our massive tier rate, or fire rate. And take out this poop, because we already started. Red heart for our trouble. Curse of Darkness is going to be a little bit of a problem, but I have a fairly good sense of spatial awareness, so we should be able to make it through. Blue Larry Jr. going to give us a Spirit Heart again, which we sorely need. There we go. These guts are predictable enough, so if I take some damage against this, I will actually shut down my channel, but shouldn't need to. There we go. And, ooh, the maggots, or the worms, or whatever you like to call them. All I know is that they are tanky, and I hate them. Guts, not a problem. And a dime. We'll head into the torture room here, since we can get in for half a heart, and we have some new best friends to hang out with our Forever Alone flyer. I guess he's not so Forever Alone anymore. I really want to do a challenge run, or I want to do a series of challenge runs, actually. One I'd like to do is one that has a lot of flies, so I can have a sort of like a nucleus of flies, which I know a couple of YouTubers have already done. I think Green1990, which is a YouTuber that I do enjoy watching, and is actually an inspiration of mine. And one of the reasons I started this channel, did one, I think it was his first challenge run. I think he did it with Ipecac as well, which is also one of my favorite items, since it can break through doors, or rather quickly at least. And we will head on down here for more angel fetuses. Well, not the angel fetuses, they're just screaming baby cats. Don't they sound like kitties? Screaming kitties? They all sound the same when they die. 10 bombs. We will reroll for health upgrade, which we'll certainly take. And Larry Jr.'s won't be a problem. I think we get Chubb after this, and then I think Monstro. Yep, there's Chubb. He's always a sore spot for me, but since we have a huge amount of tiers, we will take out his little friends first to get our bloody lost up. And we will pound on him until he is destroyed. Look at him bleed from his eyes. He deserves it. He's ruined far too many of my runs, especially in the early games. Still hoping to make this a daily series, since I do tend to play at least once a day. And by once a day, I mean all day, every day. Video games every day. And Monstro not proving to be a problem. Got a bomb for our troubles, and we did get hurt, which, you know, is a shame, but easy come, easy go. Still got a ton of health here. And we will be up against our Womb 1 boss soon, which I'm really hoping will not be one of the Harbingers? You know, one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Just because I don't want first level Meat Boy, because I won't be able to get a second level Meat Boy. Here's our super secret room, which is Greed, which we'll leave since we have a choice. These dudes making their first appearance. Always found it strange that when they fired diagonally, they take off 1 heart at a time. Seems a tiny bit overpowered, but who am I to say? And go to bomb. We'll head back up and we'll grab that heart. At least that half heart. And head on down, hopefully in the direction of our boss. Nope, that's not the way, so we'll ditch that. And then we'll... took some damage on Greed. And these maggots, which we shouldn't be taking damage on, considering we have Spirit of the Night. But I am not firing all cylinders today. Hopefully tomorrow. But yes, I am a fan of heading out and seeing a lot of bands. I'm very musically inclined. Or at least I'd like to think I am. Be in a few bands and play a bit of guitar. And by a few bands, I mean one. And we'll head on up. But enough about me. We have our boss fight here. Sacrificial dagger doing its job right there. Because I cannot dodge today. As seen by that. Got a heart here. And we are versing... Really? Death? Sigh. Or more like scythe. Yeah, you're gonna eventually figure out that I tell a lot of terrible jokes all the time. But I think I'm funny as shit, so... got our knights as well for the first time in the game. Almost took damage on the horse there, or by the horse. Did take damage by the horse. That was lucky. Got our first cube of meat, which I didn't like, but I suppose it's not too big of an issue since we now have 2/3 of a full protective ring. Down to the womb 2, and it lives. Running a little low on hearts here, but it shouldn't be a problem. We're going to head straight up to our boss, and then probably come back for that torture room, considering our current situation, and it'll only cost us a half heart to get in there. Those red nubs being a little bit weak for Utero 2. Only just knows that was Utero 2. Might get our ass handed to us. Take out this dude, because I recently figured out that he cannot hurt me when I touch him. Unlike everybody else in this world. High Priestess, we'll hold on to that instead of Temperance, which we will probably pop later on, hopefully get a blood bag out of. We will head down to the arcade here and our secret room. I love X-ray specs. It's one of my favorite items. These guys proving to be elusive and damaging. And into our secret room first, just because I want some moolah. And into our arcade, since I need some hearts, because I am bleeding out here. Just like What's-His-Face in Gears of War. Not a series that I particularly enjoyed. I'll play it if it's there, but I never owned an Xbox. I've always been a bit of a Sony fanboy. Got a pretty fly there, completing our Ring of Protection. I've also gained a recent appreciation for the Let's Players I like to watch, considering I've never actually spoken for this long constantly to myself. Starting to hurt my voice, but that's alright. Got plenty of water here, got a bit of time, and want to talk to you guys. Always want to talk to you guys. Want to talk to anybody who wants to listen. And a lot of people who don't. Sorry, I'm going to take a sip of my water there. Red heart, finally. Hoping to get back up to full health before the It Lives fight. Possibly even gain a couple of spirit hearts as well. And if we have enough money, I would like to pump that blood bank so we can get another health up and a speed upgrade. But considering my recent track record with running into enemies and running into damage, that may or may not be a good thing. Running kind of low on coins here, but we don't have any shops to go to, so I'm not too worried about losing it all. This is me spending my retirement money. And there's our full health. So we will spend one more coin here and head up to the torture room, and then probably come back and gain a couple more hearts. We'll take the shortcut through the secret room. And these dudes, again, proving to be minorly elusive. And a double spider. And my guess is south and then west for that torture room. I was wrong, but we finally got that super secret room out of the way. And we have an Eternal Heart, which we will definitely come back for after the It Lives fight, because I will definitely take damage before then and lose it like an idiot. Which hurt me the first time I did it. Like, it hurt my soul. Love those guys, especially when they have a cube of meat, because they cannot hurt you. We will take full advantage of our Spirit of the Night here, if they will get into our firing range. Need to remember that the High Priestess card will not work on the Mom or the It Lives fight, considering that she'd be stomping on herself, or she'd be stomping on her own heart, to be honest. And how would that work? I have no idea. Anyway, we have, I think it's a Fistula right here. Hope to God that I never get one of those. They look nasty, considering they're filled with silkworms. There we go. Not a problem. Spirit Heart for our trouble. And 2 red chests. I'm feeling lucky. I was unlucky. I was fairly unlucky. That sucks. I did not enjoy that in the slightest. We will head up to our boss fight first, and then quite possibly head back and grab some hearts. Not that we'll need to now from that chest. Loving our flying ability here. And our Spectral Tears. Spirit of the Night, one of my absolute favorite items. Almost essential for every game. Same with the Nud's Habit and a bunch of damage upgrades. But the Pact and the Mark are also rather nice in conjunction, since they up your damage and your fire rate. I think your range or your speed, I can't remember off the top of my head. As you will probably eventually learn, I have a terrible memory. Justice card right here, which we will pop if I can actually pick it up. Troll Bomb and another Eternal Heart. Having extremely good luck here, we'll head back down and we'll pick that up just for our instant health upgrade. Thanks to X-Ray Specs as well, since we will not need to use a bomb. Alright. And we will head on up to the It Lives fight. Not doing too bad. My prediction still stands true about getting to Cathedral without too much of a problem. We will take a High Priestess card for the Isaac fight. Dropping a little bit of frames there. Having a bit of technical difficulties. Hang on just a second. We will be... Sorry about that. Had some minor technical difficulties there with Fraps, but we are back on the road. Also, for all those interested, I totally didn't use the cheat engine there for any particular reason. And if that sounded like sarcasm, it wasn't. I don't believe that this run needs help in the slightest. In fact, I might need some help learning to dodge, however. Got a key there for our trouble, and we'll head on into the It Lives fights. It Lives fight. Alright, take out the eyes first, and then pound on Mom. I'll pound on your Mom. You usually don't take damage from those eyes, but, you know, today is just one of those days. Leeches, not the explodey variant. Still took damage. And she popped back down. Monstro. This is going to be a fairly long fight. That still shouldn't be an issue. Just concentrating here. Might get a tiny bit quiet. Forever Alone doing a bit of damage there. Larry Jr. is a joke at this point, but I will not be surprised if I take damage, because I said that. Dropping some poop there. He better be dropping poop. I have heard a couple of advanced theories about farming Larry Jr.'s poop for items, because I am a sucker for those kind of things. Just advanced theories and glitching games and whatnot. I have got the Undefined error before, which was kind of nice. It also almost felt like an achievement. But, keep on going. It's also one of the main reasons that I really love Final Fantasy VIII, since the junction system allows for you to be super powerful in the early game if you know what you're doing. In fact, I have heard of getting the Lionheart on the first disc, which we may end up doing. I don't know. We might do a lot of triple triad stuff in... Was it triple triad? It was triple triad. Just for Final Fantasy VIII, because I love that game, and I've played it on the PlayStation tons of times. I've got it on my Vita, which, despite not having too many games, is a fantastic system and is being overlooked completely in favor of, you know, iPhone games and the 3DS. I don't really like the 3DS, however. But yes, we have taken out Mom here. We will head back, go back down to the arcade and spend the rest of our money and hopefully pick up some hearts, since that's a little bit of a sore spot for us. Kinda wish I didn't go in this room now, so I will exit, because nobody got time for that. And we will just pump these machines until we get stuff. Pumping machines tends to be part of my daily routine now, so it seems. Oh, that's big. Love me some red hearts. And a pill with our PhD, a health up, which is amazing. Fly love, so we don't have to worry about those flies. Back onto the subject of computers, I will be redoing my rig soon. Hopefully get some new graphics cards and a couple of new hard drives, new motherboard as well probably, so I can run video recording software with some of my other games. Since I have played through Far Cry 3, I may end up doing that again because that game is absolutely amazing and I love the tactical aspect of it. Thinking about doing some of the Batman games too, since I am a huge sucker for Batman, and I watched The Dark Knight yesterday for the umpteenth time. Amazing film if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have. As usual, Heath Ledger throwing it down from my hometown. And almost done with our coins here. Too bad that guy is dead. Also getting kind of dark there. We're out of coins. We will bomb the shit out of these guys, because I needs me some stuff. And I'm feeling lucky here. Hope we get a red heart. We get a red heart and some coins. Finally, my false bravado has paid off. And we'll head on up to the cathedral. Coming to the end of our run here, or the final couple of levels. I'm expecting it not to go too badly. The library here for the first time, which we will take full advantage of, hopefully for a Book of Revelations charge, and maybe even the Book of Belial for the Isaac fight, which would be fantastic. Don't know if these guys can fire over rocks. Should probably test that, because this would make this fight a lot easier. But we shouldn't need to, all things considered. Almost took some damage there since they teleported onto me. And we're done with that. We will head into our library, since we have 22 keys, for Book of Sin, which will give us a bomb. And I'll take our D6, we'll pick up the Anarchist Cookbook to get out of the rotation, and roll that shit. Book of Belial, Book of Revs, exactly what I wanted. But I don't know what we should do about that Book of Belial, because I would like to re-roll it all. Maybe if we get the Isaac fight out the way first. We'll get a charge on D6 on the way there, though. Gisha's not proving to be a problem. But we also have a blue rock here and a secret room and a red heart. And from the blue rock we will get a gold chest. We have plenty of keys to unlock. Hoping for a small rock, but, you know, beggars can't be choosy. We'll spend the rest of our coins here on this fortune teller machine. Hopefully for some spirit hearts, maybe some cancer, or just an explosion and 2 coins and a key. Very close to our boss fight here. These guys kind of speedy, but, you know, we can fly. So, what? Come on! That's just embarrassing. Also a dead end, which kind of stings. Holy leech flies, which will explode, causing a chain reaction there. Very nice, if I do say so myself. And we'll head into this torture room here, after we take out these poor souls. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna pill for our trouble. Kill that fly. And it's bad gas. And we have a red chest with a deal with the devil. Now, we will take neither of those. We'll re-roll them for Cat Head and Monster Manuel. It's actually Monster Manual, but it says Monster Manuel. We'll leave both of those. Hopefully you just get a deal with the devil from the Isaac fight, which I don't know if you can. But we will head there now to try it out. Hopefully have a charge ready for us, since it would be a shame if I got another deal and I didn't have a charge. Green angry kitties here. Also, if you haven't figured it out already, I absolutely love cats. I have one of my own. Her name is Wednesday, and she is my angel. And hopefully, I'll eventually upload pictures of her, since I believe the world should be able to experience this amazing cat. Enough about my cat. I tend to get a bit mushy about her. Hopefully going to upload some musical stuff eventually as well. And just a whole variety of things to this Lachlan Plays channel. Our speed upgrade, getting us out of trouble there with those bomb flies. We will head back up and grab this heart here, since I'm not feeling too lucky about this Isaac fight. We will take the Book of Belial as well, since I believe it doubles our damage. However, if we do that, we will lose our chance to reroll a Devil Room. But I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I'm more worried about saving enough health for the Blue Baby fight after this. So head down, we'll grab our Book of Belial, or Book of Belial, or Book of Belial, however you'd like to pronounce it. I'm actually kind of a grammar Nazi, but I'm sure I will get picked apart in the comments if anybody decides to comment. Kind of annoyed I took damage there, so we'll go back, grab that red heart, just to make damn sure. Is that a Fall Out Boy reference? Oh god, I should probably just kill myself now. For anybody interested, I am a huge fan of Stoner Rock, like Caius and Sleep and whatnot. I will pop the Book of Belial here, just to help out our damage a bit. Fire rate is pretty good, so I'm a little bit worried about the amount of shots that Isaac will fire here. We'll save our High Priestess card until we absolutely need it, possibly even for the Blue Baby fight, since I am not dodging too badly today. If we do get hit, we will run in and we will place a bomb in our moment of invincibility. Actually, we won't have a moment of invincibility since we're not running on Spirit Hearts at the moment. Still haven't taken damage yet, which I'm fairly... No, there we go. Drop a bomb. Accidentally fire it out the way. Probably should go to do it below him like that. Not that it did much damage, so I will leave that theory for now. Feeling fairly good about our chances at this point. There's the screaming kitties that he loves to spawn so much. Feel like I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed here, so I may pop that High Priestess card. And there's Isaac defeated. Now all you have to do is the screaming hungry kitties, which I tend to deal with every day, or every morning. We will rush back out, grab those hearts, and we'll head on up to the cathedral, the chest, hopefully for some awesome rerolling. We will swap our Book of Belial back for our D6, since leaving that here would be disastrous. And I'm almost tempted to reroll... No, we won't reroll the library, because we'll save our reroll for the 4 items we're just about to get in the chest. I love the chest. It's like a bonus round for the Binding of Isaac. It's the whole reason why I keep the D6 and why I play as Isaac. But I will be switching up from time to time. I will be playing as Cain. I may even play as Judas. And I may even leave it up to votes sometimes, or maybe even just random. Now we are hit the chest, and I am feeling lucky, and we will hit them in an anti-clockwise direction. Speed upgrade. Kamikaze. Game Kid. And I think Infestation? So we'll definitely take this, since every time we get hit we will spawn flies. We'll take... I think we'll No, we'll leave the speed upgrade here. We will take the game kid. Well, we won't take the game kid. We'll pick it up to get out of the rotation. And we will roll that shit. We have Little Chad, Bumfran, and the Yum Heart, which we will take to get 1 heart. And we will leave the rest there and head on over to Blue Baby and head back when we can to re-roll everything. Triple Loki is a tough fight. I can usually handle 2 Lokis without taking damage, but 3 tends to overwhelm me. This may even end our run here, which I'm not so unhappy about, considering how far we've come already. I consider getting to the chest to be winning the game. I do like to beat Isaac, oh not Isaac, I do like to beat Blue Baby, but I do consider that to be a bonus victory. And we will probably be able to reach him. Did take a bit too much damage on this fight, but Flylove is helping out by slowing down those giant explodey flies. And Triple Loki, why won't one of you die? God! You just wait. Next room will be Triple Loki again. And I will cry. They've got no health left! Just die, you fuckers, die! Need to do a bit of training for Triple Loki. We will take the curved horn and Mum's Pearl at the same time. Leave the Polaroids, it's not really doing much for us. Because we could use that damage upgrade from the curved horn. We will continue on to the Blue Baby fight. We'll leave the secret rooms. I'm fairly sure Greed's in it. Not a super tough room, but we will take a bit of damage. Hopefully I'll take out one of these dudes soon. Thinking Gluttony, and then quite possibly Wrath and Greed. Unless Wrath wants to help me take out his friends. Yeah, Wrath just doesn't give a shit. He's like, I'm gonna bomb all of you fuckers. Got our Spirit Hearts there. Tough room. Still shouldn't be too bad. Taking out Pestilence, is it? But War is proving to be an issue. I'm not liking our chances here for the Isaac, oh not the Isaac, the Blue Baby fight, unless this secret room is full of red hearts. Which, you know, happens from time to time. I've had Cinderella runs before. That makes War a little bit easier since he's off his horse. Get off your high horse, War. Got a charge here, so we will head back. Actually, we will go through here first. Eternal Heart. Thanks. We will head back down through here. Hopefully we get an item that will give us a full charge. Kind of regret rolling the game kid now, considering we could have used its lifesteal for stuff. We did take the Yum Heart. Yes, we did use the Yum Heart, so that won't help us. Little Chad's probably not going to help us either at this point. Roll it for $3 bill, which I don't see too often. Poison Touch and Guppy's Hairball. We'll take this. And we will take this. And just because last boss, last level, we will take the $3 bill. And hopefully we'll get super lucky with our random tears. What's that? Oh, it's telepathic tears. Alright, well, we'll take our Eternal Heart here, just because, you know, why not? Extra health. And we'll start the Blue Baby fight. Oh, I think I got my reflection tears. Getting Guppy's Hairball late game. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you for joining me for the first episode of hopefully many episodes of both the Binding of Isaac on this channel and a lot of the other games that I would like to play. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I would also like for you to subscribe, but do that if you enjoyed it. If you'd like to hear my voice, if you'd like to hear more about what I have to say, because I have plenty to say. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will catch you next time.